Hola mis amigos, Sam Possible, amigos. My name is Taffrey16. Welcome back to another reaction video, and welcome to my 6th reaction to Would I Lie to You. So, this is being recorded as an emergency backup reaction video. What does that mean? Well, I'll tell you. So, I have 2 reaction videos scheduled for the end of July, one for the 29th and one for the 31st. Now, both are videos that have copyright claims that include blocks. However, I know I can get both those copyright claims removed because both companies are cool with me. But sometimes it takes a couple days for said claims to get removed. And I don't know how long it's going to take. So if it takes longer than, like, for instance, if it takes longer than expected, then I won't be able to upload this on those days. So this is a backup, because I know for a fact that there's no block on this on YouTube. There's copyright claims on Would I Lie to You, but there's no block. So if you are seeing this video on either, it's being recorded on July 28th. If you are seeing this video on either July 29th or July 31st, that means one of those 2 videos did not get unblocked in time. So if you are seeing this on one of those dates, then you know what happened. Providing you're not seeing this on one of those dates, then you'll probably see this some point in August. But it is time to react to another episode of Would I Lie to You. This episode has Bob Mortimer in it, so that's all you really need to know. Let's watch it. Alrighty, here we go. I don't think I need to put the full theme song in again, do I? Or the full opener. It's episode 6. I think we know at this point.
Good evening and welcome to Would I Lie to You, the show with unvarnished truths.
This is from Series 10, I think, by the way. Series 10, Episode 2.
On Lee Mack's team tonight, a man who spent his whole career sitting next to a comedy genius. So tonight will be a welcome change for him. It's Bob Mortimer.
Hey, all right, here we go. What kind of bullshit you got today?
Actress who's been described as having a bit of Morecambe and Wise about her. Hopefully they mean Eric's quick wit and not Ernie's short, fat, hairy legs. It's Diane Morgan.
I've seen her in something.
And
I don't remember what it was.
Team tonight, winner of the Great British Bake Off.
She kind of looks
in
like
such demand that last December she was asked to go to Luton and turn on their Christmas light. It's Nadia Hussain. He's an actor and comedian who had his own show where he cycled around Northern Ireland. Dressed head to toe in lycra is how I chose to watch it. Michael Smiley.
He is very smiley.
And so we begin with round 1, Home Truths, where our panellists each read out a statement from the card in front of them. To make things harder, they've never seen the card before. They've no idea what they'll be faced with. And it's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. Michael is first up. Michael, please reveal.
All right, what you got, Mr. Smiley?
Okay. I have developed a technique to help me deal with annoying idiots.
That seems
Lee,
pretty
do you want to kick this one off?
Seems pretty plausible.
Well, first of all, who do you find is an annoying idiot? I mean, what type of people?
Just, people. The GP. The general public winding me up from time to time.
Fair enough.
Okay.
And I really want to tell them how I feel. And
Twitter.
instead of doing that, I scat.
You do what?
You what?
Whoops.
I scat.
Can I ask at this point, what is a scat? Do you know what a scat is?
Well, it's like a jazz. The old jazz scat.
It's your basic jazz rap.
Okay.
So you must make random noises. Can we have a scenario now? Right? Is it a
That's a very negative view of music,
Isn't it?
Lee.
Yeah.
That's jazz, though.
Fair enough.
So if I'm the doctor, what would annoy you if I was a doctor?
If you kept me waiting for too long, and then say you come into the reception room and I thought I was next.
Right.
And I went to get up and then you picked somebody else.
Right.
For example.
OK, well, imagine that scenario.
OK.
So I walk in, you think I'm going to see, and I go, Mr. Bryden, we've got the results of your test.
And I go, oh, for the when you're in the finish,
Pow! It's an STD.
Do you promise me, Mike, you always do it out loud? You don't just do it in your mind?
Always vocalise it. Otherwise, if I don't let it out, it might turn into a hemorrhoid.
That's how that works.
I must say, that explains a lot.
Well, imagine I've made you angry, OK?
Perhaps he's giving you an STD.
At at least have the decency to say I've given it to him via his wife?
Watch him now! Go on, jazz scat him, quick!
I'm gonna
Sababla boop bop. Sababla boop, 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 ba.
This has got to be true, right?
This is really weird.
Yeah,
When was the last time you had to employ it, Michael?
Oh, I'd say, about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah?
What happened?
The classic thing of the, you know, the tourist walking out of the department store and stopping, and I wasn't paying attention, and I walked up and they were there in front of me, and I went, "Why did you?" and walked round them and carried on walking.
What are you thinking, Diane? Does this have the ring of truth for you?
It's got to
Yeah,
be true.
it does. He seems really convincing. What do you think?
I don't know. Why are you getting so upset in the first place? Why don't you just be like me and just really lay back?
Just get outside the department store and just stop and enjoy life.
Yeah.
When I've ever left a department store, I'm always sprinting.
Very bizarre behaviour. If
Well,
you encountered it, you know? You can't spend your life doing that.
So, what are you going to say?
So we're going to
Oh,
say...
you're
gonna
gonna call
true, you're
anything
gonna say
very
lie.
bizarre
I'm gonna
behaviour.
have to go lie. Can't be
You're
true.
going to say it's a lie. OK, Michael
on,
Smiley.
Bob.
Was it the truth or was it a lie?
Oh, ye have little faith. It is the truth.
Yeah, it had to be true. Way too specific.
Yes, it's true. Michael does have a technique to deal with annoying idiots, and it is scatting. Diane, you're next.
I once dumped a boyfriend because I didn't like the way he fell down the stairs.
David, Steve. How often
What?
had you been pushing him down the stairs?
I just hid his wheelchair.
If you've been affected by any of the issues raised in tonight's show,
How did he fall down the stairs? What was the...
Very ungainly.
What kind of stairs did he fall down? Where was he?
It was just outside his flat, and there was like 5 steps, and then another 5 steps. Well, you know those ones
then
that
you
go
push.
sort of in
These
different directions.
concrete
sort of-
steps?
Yeah, concrete.
So this is nasty. This isn't...
It was a nasty fall, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you finish with it because he was so badly injured he was no use to you?
This was sort of like the last straw, really.
What was the other straws?
There were so many straws.
Tell me one.
He used to fall out of cupboards.
He was quite mean. He was quite a mean person.
Can you walk us through the scenario? What
Yeah.
happened?
OK, so we're leaving his flat. He locks the door. He loses his footing on the steps, makes a little scream, and he just fell.
how many stairs did he go down? Because the way you've described it, there were corners. Did he go round the corners?
He's a man, not a slinky.
No, he did. He did.
So how did you react? Did your
I sort of-
compassionate side come out?
Well, I asked him if he was all right, and then I sort of made a mental note to cut him out of my life.
So what are you going to say, Nadia? Does it ring true for you?
Did you want to leave him before the fall?
I've been thinking about it.
Yeah, because it was the last
It
straw.
was the last straw, yeah.
But she only offered up 1 straw. If I had a resentment against an ex-lover, right, I could give you a short list off the top of my head.
Even that was a bit scatty. Waking up and seeing her in bed with the milkman. Oh.
I think it might be true.
Saying
We're going to go with true.
Saying
Yeah.
true. Diane,
Yeah, I
truth
think it's
or
true.
lie?
It is
True.
actually true.
Oh!
Wow.
I'm 2 for 2.
It's true. Diane did dump a boyfriend because of the way he fell down the stairs. Nadia, you're next.
Right. To celebrate her last birthday, Mary Berry and I went 10-pin bowling.
Please, team.
Which one did you go to? I should say Hollywood Bowl.
Hollywood Bowl.
It was the Hollywood Bowl?
Hollywood wasn't with us, though.
Why did you not invite? Did you not get on?
No, not really. No, he's very...
Well, just edit it at that bit and just leave it at
Just
that.
don't like it. He's,
And also, his head is so orange, you could actually pick it up and throw it down the thing. Put your fingers up his nose and in his mouth and end up accidentally bowling him like that.
he was busy.
Was Mary good at bowling?
She's pretty good. She's quite fast, yeah.
And are you quite good?
No, I'm rubbish. The thing is, I don't understand bowling. All I know is that I need a size 8 ball. That's it. Don't.
And do you go out a lot with Mary in your spare time?
No, because it looked like she let me win, so we can't really publicly
What,
say...
you mean that, the bake-off?
Yeah, it would just look awful, wouldn't it? That look at her having a great time with the winner of...
Did she let you win?
No.
Because it's hard to tell when you're watching on telly. You don't know how dry the cake is.
Yes, she did. I can't bake.
No, it's true, though, isn't it? You never quite know that you have to trust Hollywood and Berry. I mean, they could be just going, say she's the winner, she'll take us bowling. Did you and Mary together get a lot of hassle from other people in the bowling alley?
We picked a good time when it was quite quiet, so...
Nice. What time is that?
It's kind of between 4 and 6.
In the morning?
No. Although I think she wouldn't mind a drink at 4. I think she'd happily have a drink at 4 o'clock.
Right, this is all going on record, so Mary Berry stayed at 4 in the morning and she cheated to let you win the cake making.
When you got to the end of the bowling, did you have a meal or did the group just split then?
No, we had, while we were bowling, we had lots of food kind of brought over to us. So we had lots of chips and nachos.
Lots of finger food.
Yeah.
Always makes you think, what's in the hole?
Yeah, so you kind of...
So, what are you thinking, Lee? Is that the truth?
For what it's worth, I'm saying no, lie.
Yeah, I said lie.
What are you thinking, Diane?
I think it's true.
Why do you think it's true?
It's quite a dull story.
That is your trailer. So you're saying a lie, Diane's saying it's true. So this time I'm going to go down and say...
You're going to say it's true?
It's true, yeah.
OK, Nadia, truth or
Lie.
lie?
It's a lie.
Ah, 3 for 3.
Well done. Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists.
Oh, boy.
This week, each of Lee's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest. And it's up to David's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Michael.
The Bob's brother?
Right, we'll start with Diane. What is Michael to you?
He looks a lot like him.
This is Michael. I once punched him in the face because I thought he was a ghost.
Bob, how do you know Michael?
This is Michael, and after cutting his hair, I got a job on a campsite as a hairdresser.
And finally, Lee, what's your relationship with Michael?
This is Michael. Together, we helped free a donkey that had trapped itself in the cubicle of a seaside toilet.
So there we have it.
Okay.
Here's Michael, Diane's ghostly guy, Bob's campsite client, or Lee's donkey do-gooder.
It's probably
David's
Bob.
team, where would you like to start?
Well, Diane, where were you when you mistook Michael for a ghost?
I was backstage at the Theatre Royal Bath.
And what were you doing there?
I was in a play.
What happened? You were in the dark, waiting to go on the wings?
I was in the wings.
In the wings, waiting to go on?
And I'd been told a ghost story about this,
where
that the
was
Theatre Royal
Michael?
Bath is haunted.
What was the story?
Well, that the theatre was haunted. They said that about once a week, this ghost, a man with white hair, would float around the theatre.
So you heard
So
that
then
story.
I'm standing in the wings.
Uh-huh.
I turn round and I see... Well, I know it's Michael now, but at the time I thought it was the ghost because of the hair.
Because Kristen's
And
past.
I sort of inadvertently punched him.
Inadvertently.
What was he wearing?
He was wearing quite dark clothes because he was, you know, working backstage. He looked like he was kneeling on some sort of prop. So he looked like he didn't have any legs. That's what made me think, oh, my God, it's the ghost.
So he sort of sidled up and knelt on something.
Yeah.
I have to say, I have slightly less sympathy for Michael now. I realise that what he did is he sort of crept up behind you and knelt there. That is slightly creepy behaviour.
Yeah. I did ask him why he was kneeling on the bookcase.
Yeah, but I imagine at that point he was also asking you why you hit him.
Yeah.
True.
Did he answer you? Was he able to say why he was kneeling on there?
Yeah. He said there weren't any chairs backstage.
All right, who next?
OK,
I mean, she's full of
Bob,
it.
you cut Michael's hair, and this was on a campsite.
Yeah.
How did
This
you come to...
motherfucker.
Because you're not a hairdresser, are you?
I'm a hairdresser, David.
You previously worked as a hairdresser, had you?
I'm from a family, I'm the youngest of 4 boys. And in my family tradition is the eldest is a priest, then a lawyer, then a teacher, and then a hairdresser. So it fell to me to take up the scissors. I was given my first set of scissors when I was 13.
I actually had a pair of scissors when I was younger than that.
Were you the 4th child?
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It was more for, you know, cutting out bits of coloured paper.
Oh, no, these were Japanese steels. These were Yasakis.
Right, OK. So you were given these hairdressing scissors at the age of 14?
Yes.
Had you undergone any further training or just were encouraged to experiment?
Well, here's the rub. Because Michael, or Mickey, as you know, Mickey the drink, he's...
Why is he called Mickey the Drink?
Anyway, so, he was one of the first people that I ever gave a haircut to as a young boy. He was one of my friends. And then...
That's why he's got no hair left.
Fast forward to 1982. I go to the World Cup in Spain. There was Michael, Billy the Pigeon... Gentle Kenneth.
Billy the Pigeon?
Gentle Kenneth, yeah.
Why is he called Billy the Pigeon? Always found his way home?
No, he's a pigeon. Because he had, like, a fat chest. We all went to Spain. We were on the campsite for the England fans. I, as always, gave Mickey his haircut. And the one-man army from Nottingham, the Nottingham Forest fan, caused all the trouble out there. He demanded that he had a haircut.
What trouble did he cause out there?
Well, for example, he rushed to the cafe that we're in and threw a coin like that.
What the fuck?
Could have damaged anyone. Luckily, it went straight in the slot machine and won the jackpot. It was really a rather simple story. So I cut Mickey's hair, I'd done since he was 13.
So you'd cut his hair regularly? You first did when he was 13?
When he was 13, one of the first people...
You were his regular hairdresser?
No, that would be a lie, but I would always cut Mickey's hair. Yeah. I was seen doing this, and before you knew it, over the course of the next 10 days, I probably did 50 to 60 haircuts.
And were you paid for these haircuts?
I probably was, but in kind.
Right.
Oh, because... The only thing any of these English fans could say was huevo solo, and that got you an egg sandwich. And I seem to remember that people, because I was cutting hair, it was always in the morning, that someone would bring me, oh, mate, you're busy cutting hair, you have a huevo solo.
So you were paid in egg sandwiches?
I think maybe I was.
And you did 50 haircuts over, what, how many days?
I think that's probably
a lot of
8 days.
So you're having 50 egg sandwiches over 8 days?
I mean, I'm interested in the haircuts themselves.
Yeah.
Was there a signature style? It was the early 80s. Were there mullets going on? I mean, what was the look?
It was a
shaved everybody's head.
Look I was expert at. It was called, where I'm from, it's called the foffer. You'll probably think of it like Rod Stewart.
Oh, it's a lovely look.
Layered at the bottom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you still cut hair now?
Oh, not so much now, Robert. To be honest with you, I can't do the new cuts.
What? Did you hear that? I can't do the new cuts.
the new cuts.
Right, what about Lee and the donkey?
So, Lee, tell us your story.
I was at the seaside. I went
probably
to
fucking Bob.
Blackpool.
When was this?
This was last year, believe it or not.
Last year?
Only last
Lee's
year.
had a lot of
since
time
the
to think
last
about
series,
it.
It hasn't cropped up so far.
A lot of time.
On holiday, or were you summer seasoning?
Summer seasoning?
Doing a summer season?
I'm not a juggler.
Or were you...
They have comedians in Blackpool.
Or were you giving a keynote speech at the Conservative Party conference?
All right, do the summer season. No, I was on a little weekend break. I decided to take my family to Blackpool.
What sort of loos are these?
Public toilets on Blackpool seafront.
So you go into the loo...
I go into the loo to use the toilet.
Where's the donkey?
The donkey is in the cubicle. The door was shut, and I did that thing where I looked underneath, and I just saw... I said, you belong, mate.
Which way was the donkey?
Which way?
Which way in was he?
He was actually facing outward, so the bottom was stuck in the cubicle and the head was sticking out the front.
So he reversed in, did he?
No, he didn't reverse in. The toilet reversed up to him. Yes, he reversed in. OK. It turns out someone that's witnessed this happen...
Yeah.
He'd gone into the toilet...
Who is this person who witnessed this happen?
It was some guy was in there.
Some other guy, not Michael.
There's a guy...
And he goes, I tell you what's happened here.
Yeah.
This donkey, and what did he say?
I walked in and I went, blimey, there's a donkey stuck in the cubicle. And the man told us, this donkey has wandered in from the beach, you know, where they do the donkey rides, and then someone had used the hand dryer, and he's freaked, ran round, got disorientated in, and then reversed into a cubicle. And at this point now, Michael was in there, because the other fellow went out. He said, I'm not dealing with it, I've got to go.
I'm just the one that's here to explain the scenario.
He said, the guy said, I'm not dealing with this one, I've just got a leopard out of the sink. You can do this one. So he goes out, and the donkey's back end was literally stuck inside the cubicle.
How did you get the donkey out?
I pulled the reins as hard as he had reins. That's why we knew he wasn't a wild donkey. There's a lot of wild donkeys. I'm pulling at his reins like that, and Michael sort of tried to lean over the back, and he had his beach towel with him, and gently gave him a little, I wouldn't say a whip, that would be hard, but enough to make him try and come forward. But it just didn't work. We could not get this donkey out.
Right. So it died?
Died.
Oops, fell off.
Join us next week.
Called it.
At least it was the right way in to use the loo.
Yes, perhaps he was using the loo. That's why he wouldn't come out. He needed the loo.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought of that. I say donkey, I mean fat bloke. I remember I was a fat bloke and I wanted to use the donkey. And he had one of those funny little Blackpool masks on of a donkey. It's all coming back to me now. I got arrested. I did 3 months in Parkhurst. I remember the story.
You did 3 months in Parkhurst. But since we last did the show.
Michael is a prison officer.
So there we are. We need an answer. David's team. Is Michael Diane's ghostly guy, Bob's campsite client, or Lee's donkey do-gooder?
Well, what do you think?
See, when I heard Diane's story, I thought that was a lie, and then I heard Bob's story, Lee's story, and then suddenly Diane's story seems a little bit more real.
I think it's Bob.
Yeah, me too.
I think giving your man a haircut is the truth.
50 haircuts in a week, paid in egg sandwiches.
Yes. You act like they have been weirder shit.
You can do that hairstyle with one pair of scissors. I'm from a family of hairdressers, and I just don't think you can do Rod Stewart.
A family of hairdressers. Did you have more than one pair of scissors with you?
No, well, my response to that, Nadia, is a family of not very good hairdressers. Two sets of scissors?
He looks round about Bob's age.
And Bob's haircut?
Yeah.
Can I just say, one final chance, he looks to me like a man who hangs round gentlemen's toilets.
I'm going with Diane.
Yeah.
Going with Diane.
No.
David's team are saying that it is Diane. Michael, would you please confirm your true identity?
My name is Michael, and Bob gave me a haircut.
Yeah! I knew it! It had to be.
They can actually see photographic evidence of Bob cutting Michael's hair. There they are.
Holy shit!
Oh, my gosh.
It really did happen. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Which brings us to our final round. Quickfire.
I think Bob gets paid for this show and egg sandwiches.
It is Lee.
Possession.
Right. Under the desk is a box. So pop it on the desk very carefully, like that.
I've recently got into baking, and here's a cake I made yesterday, especially for David.
Oh. Oh, it ain't bad, is it?
Let's have a proper look at that.
Wow. Looks like he could have made it.
That is uncanny.
It's got all of my thousands of teeth.
Why don't we see how close a depiction it is? We have the technology to do what they call split screen. Look down camera one.
I'd say it's uncanny.
So, talk us through what's gone into making that cake.
Well, what do you want to know first?
How you made it.
OK. Right, first of all, I made the cake bit. Let's call it the cake bit, right? You made the sponge. That's the word. I made the sponge
How
first.
do you make a sponge?
How don't you make a sponge?
How do you make a sponge?
Now, let's do how don't you make a sponge. OK, what you do is you get your eggs and your flour.
Of course.
And then...
How many eggs for a sponge of that size?
I would say for that size, the bottom bit...
Or the other bit, really, they're the same size.
Oh, no, they're not. They're not, David. Your bottom is a lot bigger than your top are. For the bottom, I use about... I would say I use about 6 eggs for the bottom.
Nadia, 6 eggs for the bottom, yes or no?
12 eggs all together?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I didn't say how I'd made the top sponge.
What temperature did you bake it at?
The room was room temperature at the time. I preheated the oven at 180 degrees because it's fan-assisted. So I knocked off 10% for that.
Oh, right.
Does that sound right, Nadia?
Almost convincing.
Yeah. Wow. You knocked off 10%.
You always do knock off 10% if it's fan-assisted. I'm just going to have a little lick of your moustache, David.
I hate to say it, Lee, but you've slightly spoilt my present.
Wait till you eat it and you pass out and wake up in my cellar.
6 eggs per sponge.
No. 3 eggs per top half and bottom half.
OK.
All right.
How long do you leave that sponge in?
I would say... What I tend to do is I don't do it the traditional way of timing it. I keep a good eye on it, and I wait till it's sponge-like and take it out.
OK.
It takes about... I'd say it took me about...
Half an hour,
40 minutes.
I mean, unless you bake, you don't know when you've got a fan-assisted oven.
It's difficult, isn't it?
When you've got a fan-assisted... He seems to know. He seems to know that bit of... You seem to know that bit of information, which is... Not everyone knows that.
Well, people are stupid.
Yeah.
Let's go to the centrepiece, the crowning triumph,
crown.
which is the wonderful visual depiction of David. How did you approach bringing him so vividly to life?
Well...
Talk us through that.
Well, I started off... I tried to do you.
Here we go.
But that came out very bitter.
Lee, even though you violated David's face, who would like to try a piece?
I'll try some.
All right. Now, what flavour is it, just so we know when we taste it?
It's a sort of... It's an orangey citrus invention.
OK, here we go. Here's the first slice. This is going to Diane.
Yes.
There you go.
And then Bob.
How would you describe the flavour, Diane? I won't be insulted.
It's very dry.
Well, it wasn't dry when I made it last week. David, would you like a slice of your own head?
Yeah,
Nadia, you be the judge.
Listen, don't hold back. I can take it.
You can all have this. It looks like cake and it tastes like cake.
But it acts like a carpet.
It's dry enough for me to believe that you might have made it.
Oh! What are you thinking, Michael?
I think that he's been doing a bit of baking. I think he's made it.
I think it's bad enough for him to have baked it.
Whoa!
Michael, you also think...
Unfair.
You also think he did it?
I think he did.
Yeah, I think maybe...
This is cutting your eye.
You know, often on this show you say I don't see things from your point of view. Well, that's... Is everyone still here?
Nope.
David, it's time to decide.
Corona, bro. Everyone went home.
Was it the truth or was it a lie?
Well, we think it could be true.
It's true.
You're going to say true? Yeah. OK, Lee.
I'm going to keep these and take them home. And wear them when I make love to my wife.
All right. Was it the truth or was it a lie?
Well, actually, it is, in fact, a lie.
Oh! Who made the cake, then?
Oh, that noise
Damn.
signals time is up. It's the end of the show, and I can reveal that David's team have won by 3 points to 2.
Well, yeah, they had Bob.
Thanks for watching. Good night.
Of course they won. You know, I'm disappointed in David. Honestly, you would have thought at this point, fucking 10 series in at this point, that at this point, fucking, I don't know how many times Bob had been on the show, but he'd probably been there enough to know that no matter how ridiculous this motherfucker's stories seem, it's just the truth. Like, he's just telling the truth. That's just how it is, man. Like, he's simply telling the truth. So, come on, David. You of all people should fucking know that Bob is telling the truth at the end of the day. God damn it. And so, how did I do? I did pretty well. I got 3 out of 4 quickly. I really thought he baked that cake, but guess not. The first 2 were the first 3, to be fair, were kind of obvious, I think. I mean, we all knew it was fucking Bob, and the first couple stories, I think, were kind of obvious, too. But they were a fun episode of Would I Lie to You? So, again, this will either go up on the 29th or the 31st, if one of those videos don't get unblocked in time, or this will go up sometime in August. But regardless of when you see it, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, be sure to like it. If you didn't like it, don't. If you want to follow any of my social media links, my Twitch, where I stream every single day, my second channel for interesting views, my Twitter. If you want to follow me on my Patreon, if you want to support me on my daily emotional things are down in the description down below. Thank you to all. As I'm currently recording this, 43 of all might have changed since then of my Patrons, depending on when this is uploaded. For your constant support of me and my channel, I appreciate you guys. You're all named in the description. Also, inscriptions, link, community, Reddit, as well as the daily schedule. For all that being said, though, my name is Taffers16. It's been my 6th reaction to Would I Lie to You. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.